Welcome to Honey's YouTube with HollowbyHoney. This series will be exploring the relevance of HollowbyHoney's birth chart to its growth and development. Birth chart will be diving into the date shown to reveal some of the hidden treasures and potential that the business can reach based on what astrology says. This is a lesson on birth charts, and it can be an intro into financial astrology, where you learn how to use birth charts to help you make business decisions and financial decisions. Birth charts teach you about the business and how you can better parent them or nourish them, being the creator of the business. Sun in Cancer, Moon in Capricorn, and Rising in Virgo. Let's explore what a business with a tropical sun in Cancer means. Cancers are the mothers of the zodiac, which is why they are associated with their nurturing and protective spirits and their moodiness. Being ruled by the moon, they are transformative individuals. Cancer in the 10th house is very lucky. Their social status is often heightened, and they demand respect, glory, and honor. A business with these traits can be transformative in the sense that people come to your brand or business for nourishment, comfort, and to feel good. Okay, having a moon in Capricorn and an ascendant in Virgo. A business with moon in Capricorn makes it reliable and competent. Whatever purpose you serve, you deliver with consistency. Or they know that they can turn to you for the advice or guidance they're looking for. Your business having a moon in the 4th and 5th house means that there's a strong connection to the home, i.e. you. To be more specific, that means that the business aligns specifically with your voice or your own values and beliefs and morals. It takes away from you and upholds whatever you've been taught. It upholds your roots and your foundation, you being the mother in the home that it's born from. Ascendant in Virgo means that your brand or you, the creator, betters itself through self-criticism, spiritual analysis, intuitive thinking, and discernment. You are constantly evolving without too much external interference or critiques. That alone can be extremely influential to people or to others because you are constantly evolving. Other people may need help in those areas or just in bettering their lives, period. It's likely that someone with Virgo ascendants are attracting people that need help because Virgos are humble problem solvers. Knowing your business's Venus sign, especially with creating content to motivate and inspire people, teaches you how you can best express love and care for others. Cancer is a karmic sign that is highly related to the past. So this could speak to the parts of their childhood that were neglected. Hosting events around love, self-care, self-love, compassionate listening and talking, or conversations on Cancer and 11th house themes can be beneficial to your business's growth and development. It's a beneficial placement to have for your business, as Gemini Mercuries are talented public speakers and they can achieve success and career goals by expressing themselves orally and written. When I studied this birth chart for my business and I saw this placement, I realized that exercising my written and verbal skills can be more beneficial to the brand than just trying to market my products or just trying to sell products. This is one of the placements that encouraged me to do the blog and to start this YouTube channel. If your business has a Mercury and one of the signs of Mercury, which is Gemini or Virgo, or if it's Mercury ruled and dominated, then consider being more self-expressive and communicative in your business marketing so that you can get more exposure. Mars and Leo, this is fiery and intense. Let's start by sharing that Mars is at its best in fire signs. Mars in Leo is where its drive for significance hits its peak. In Leo, Mars can inspire you to create through passion projects. So having a midheaven and Gemini in the 10th house, the most popular themes are movement, travel, and writing. Midheaven in Gemini means that you or your business can excel in 2 or more career paths. Gemini, being the twins of the zodiac and one of the busiest signs, can translate into being a workaholic or the jack of Jill of all trades. This is a good placement to have if you want to scale your business and create another branch of it later. Midheaven in Geminis, much like Capricorns, gain recognition and fame as they mature. And again, always with Gemini, it's going to be associated with writing and verbal communication because Geminis are not only an air sign, but they are Mercury ruled. Okay, now we are getting into the day that my spiritual shop debuted on Etsy, which was the 12th of July, 2021. And now I'm going to share with you the big 3 on this date. Again, 7/12/21. The sun was still in Cancer, moon was in Leo, and the ascendant was, or the rising was in Aries. So the sun is in the 4th house. Sun in Cancer in the 4th house concentrates on self-nurturing and taking care of those closest to you. Your inner spiritual world means more to you than mundane achievements. The moon in Leo is in the 5th house. Moon in Leo in the 5th house has a strong emotional magnetic pull. The moon sign in astrology is connected to the mother being me, and how I felt or the mother feels about you during pregnancy or the creation phase. Leo moons have creative mothers with a reputation or some sort of status. Leo moons, I am an Aquarius sun and a Gemini moon. I consider myself to be a creative entrepreneur. And my business is a part of my reputation. It's a part of my legacy. It's a part of my purpose. So the moon is ruled by the 4th house. The moon is in the 5th house and is ruled by the heart. There's a need for Leo moons in the 5th house to be seen or witnessed, to feel connected to people. They need attention to the things that they do and contribute to the world. And lastly, the Aries ascendant. Aries ascendants can be very enterprising and independent. They charge forward towards their goals with passion and heart, being so independent that they often create their own luck and fate. Or in fate. F-A-T-E. Aries ascendants have Knight of Wands energy. I am a tarot reader, so I'm going to bring up some tarot. They have Knight of Wands energy, though. They are the builders. They build themselves up and attract people who are broken, defeated, codependent, insecure, and unable to stand up for themselves, inspiring them to be more headstrong and pioneering. People often look up to them because Aries ascendants leave an impact on people for just being them, which is essential to my business's purpose. If you go back and watch the What is HollowbyHoney video, everything in the top 3, not just in on my debut date, but on my creation date, aligns with what astrology supports in my business's big 3. So I just talked to you all about the big 3, but let's look at the big 6. The next 3 being Mercury in Cancer, Venus in Leo, and Mars in Leo. So Mercury in Cancer communicates with feelings, being compassionate and endearing words. Cancer Mercury placements can be empathetic, psychic, and artistic, often having the ability to pick up on people's emotions and feelings. This is significant to me, being a tarot reader and psychically gifted, providing a tarot reading service, and having gifts of psychic abilities such as clairsentience and claircognizance. Mercury in the 4th house, there's a strong emotional and intellectual awareness. The degree in this Mercury is very close to the 3rd house. It's early on in the 4th house. So some 3rd house themes can be exercised, such as learning, teaching, and speaking on ideas, as well as being quite involved in the community. And I exercise those 3rd house themes by having a lifestyle blog with a YouTube channel where I am not only speaking on ideas, but I am teaching you things like astrology, and I'm teaching you how to incorporate more spiritual rituals into your lifestyle, or how to gain confidence. So I'm just staying true. This is me teaching you how to stay true to the astrology or the birth chart if you chose to do so. And then the Venus is in Leo. There's a desire to succeed, a seeker of pleasure. Your values are your own. Leo Venus loves society in a sense of the impact that they can make on it. And then the Venus is in the 5th house. So there's a strong sensibility between artistic sensibility and creative self-expression. Venus in the 5th house has a great capacity to let your inner child flow through as a creative outlet of energy. And then Mars in Leo is also in the 5th house. Like we discussed earlier with Mars and Leo in my other chart, Leo, Mars have a strong sense or need to create. Their passions run high. Their creativity runs on passion. They have strong opinions and are not afraid to share them. Once again, this is significant towards my blog and in Manifest Travel Honey. The blog, we dive deep into all segments of life, and I show you how to become empowered in all segments of them, which could include unlearning a lot of past habits and being very confrontational with yourself, establishing boundaries with yourself and with others, and creating a sense of harmony in your life, which can be sometimes lonely. So it involves a lot of truth. With Mars being in the 5th house, Leo and Mars manifesting creativity. Obviously, I've said this like 5,000 times, but Leo, Mars, and 5th house are responsible for discovering hidden talents of individuals. Our core values are alignment, ascension, and action, which means finding your spark, your passion, your purpose, your talents, and developing them or figuring out how to develop them into careers or lifestyles or your life work that will help you create a legacy, empire, or just to lead a life that you will be happy about so that you can transcend and fulfill your heart's desires. This is how I built my core values and my mission statement around the big 6. So you guys obviously heard me bring up 3 Leo placements and 3 5th house placements, which were all in Leo. So that means that this chart has a Leo stellium or a 5th house stellium. As you know, this business is marketed as a metaphysical luxury retail shop and a lifestyle brand. Aspects like these are important if you want your business to gain lots of attention and establish a large platform, because that's what Leo is. This is the sign of self-image. A fifth house stellium teaches you how you can how and who your business should be expressed to or marketed to. Maybe creating services or products for kids, because the fifth house rules over kids. It can be essential. It can be very productive and bring in a lot of coins if you market yourself or you sell to kids, or at least to adult kids who need some inner child healing. Midheaven in Capricorn tells you to celebrate the micro wins that ultimately lead to success. Saturn placements often get better with time. Saturn being the ruler of Aquarius and Capricorn, they often get better with time or with age in our lifetimes. This doesn't mean that your business will not get the recognition you wanted to have in the first decade. Well, it'll take forever for it to blow up, but it does mean that overnight success will take longer than just overnight. It will take some time to get to that overnight success. My midheaven is in Aquarius, which rules free thinking, autonomy, leadership, creation, and self-expression. My midheaven in Aquarius says that I'm meant to lead a project or a brand like this. It basically does say that in my charts, having a midheaven in Aquarius with the autonomy and the leadership, I am meant to lead an establishment or a business like this one. And my business is midheaven in Capricorn, means establishing fame and success over time with self-discipline, authority, practicality, and order. So moving on to the North Node in Gemini, this basically tells you that you will achieve abundance and self-sufficiency as soon as you balance your spiritual and your physical, material, or socially accepted realities. There's only two. So your spiritual and your physical, material, socially accepted lives need to be on a scale balanced. With my business having a North Node in Gemini and a midheaven in Capricorn, that tells me that eventually this business will pay its own bills. And for someone like you, if you have these placements or your business has similar placements with midheaven in Capricorn or North Node in Gemini or the reverse, it's going to tell you the same thing, that your destiny is to achieve self-sufficiency and self-reliance over a period of time. So with this business, it tells me that it will pay its own bills, it will stand on its own legs, and it will have a name of its own, a reputation of its own outside of me. It will be financially prosperous, funding itself in any projects that come out of it. These are elements that you should pay attention to set goals, to manifest and work towards in your own business. Astrology already supports that this will happen as long as you put in the work necessary. And for me, with this North Node in Gemini, I think that is balancing out the audience, making sure to not just put out content for spiritual practicing people, but also for those that are non-spiritual that needs motivation. So again, I want to share some of the other placements outside of the big six with you all in the North Node and midheaven. So in this chart, the Jupiter is in Pisces in the 12th house. Neptune is also in Pisces in the 12th house. Uranus and Taurus in the 2nd house. Saturn in Aquarius in the 11th house. And Pluto in Capricorn in the 10th house. If you all would like to share any details, any fun facts that you know about these placements, feel free to leave them in the comments. So just for fun, there are some common themes that you obviously could see in both charts. And I listed them. These percentages are not literal. They were just for aesthetics. So ignore them. The most common thing that I do want to talk about, though, is that there's a need for self-expression and intelligence in a form of written or verbal communication or creative passion projects. That shows in both charts. And a lot of these are similarities, not just in the charts of the two birth charts of these dates, but they are also similar in my chart, which again shows that astrology predicts significant events in life changes at birth. So if I was born to create a business or a brand like this, it just shows that I am in alignment with my truth. Not only is there a need for self-expression, but there are themes of spirituality, growing and evolving, illumination, enlightening yourself to be the light for others. Illumination, enlightening yourself to be the light for others. There's a repeated theme of empathy and communication and expression. Social status increasing to become influential or celebrity level due to magnetism, your aura, and your aesthetic. Leadership and influence gained over time because you have to become the person you want to be in order to attract the success and like-minded people, the soul tribe, and be able to inspire people and awaken them. You have to live their truth first. You have to be somewhat inspirational. Again, this just shows that astrology can support you and your dreams if they are in alignment with you. Or you could use astrology to figure out what is in alignment with you. Let's say that. because that's what I did. I read these charts and then I figured out, oh, okay, that sounds interesting. Let me explore it. And I realized, wow, this is what I want to do with my life. I saw how my business's birth charts highlights its potential of having influence, reputation, fame, or a platform for self-expression and verbal communication. What else does that screen? What are you watching this video on right now? Maybe you can read your birth chart to predict the careers that you will be good at and then try them. Put yourself out there and explore them, and maybe you'll grow to like them. If you follow my advice and check the birth charts of your business, use its midheaven, its rising sign, and the moon sign to see what else you could do to scale your products, your brand, and your content or services. This is not a detailed reading of a birth chart, nor are the full details of the business shared or the birth chart shared. Again, I am not a certified astrologer, and my knowledge is limited. I am going to do another series in a year or so that dives a lot deeper into these birth charts, and I'll also be talking about the current cycles that my business will be going through at the time that I create that series, part 2 of the series. So follow me for more content on astrology, on spirituality, on rituals, and motivational gems, for shop discounts, career tips, tarot readings, and more. I am sharing the links to my Etsy shop, my travel and lifestyle blog, my Amazon KDP for my manifestation journals. Welcome home, honey babes and hollow fairies.